Let's talk about the Kryptein Cosmetics Secret Garden number 2. If you don't know me, hi everybody, I'm Gagasita. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my beauty space where I just love to share with you my love for makeup. Could be old makeup, new makeup, every kind of makeup. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe, leave me your thumbs up if you do love reviews, and of course, turn on the notifications. In this way, you can get to know whenever I decide that it's a good time to post a new video. And today we're gonna experience with me my first impressions in this new to me, of course, C Beauty indie brand. And I am so excited because look at this color story. Can we talk? Can we talk? Let's start by talking about the packaging. The palette is a 12 pan eyeshadow palette. It comes in this faux leather holographic effect pink packaging, and the whole palette is magnetic. The eyeshadows inside are the 26mm pan eyeshadow. Unfortunately, they don't come with the name in the back, but they are pretty much the size of a single eyeshadow, and they come with 1.3 grams of products, which is quite a bit. Usually, eyeshadows in the eyeshadow palettes come with 1 gram pretty much, so 1.3 grams, it's a lot of eyeshadow. I was really curious to try this C Beauty brand because their color stories are just so unique and fantastic, but in the same time, the palettes are magnetic, so you can move around your color story when you're done with that. And this particular color story, it's a mixture of 6 matte eyeshadows and 6 special shimmery finish eyeshadow. We have two different kind of shimmer formulas. We have one that is more smooth, as we see in the shade, in this beautiful green multi-chrome shade, and then in the shade Datura, this one here too. Those are more smooth, and then the other ones seems to be more on the chunkier side. But now let's do some swatches so we can see how the color story looks together, okay? I will start by swatching the shade Dahlia, which is a minty green pastel shade. And look how pigmented this pastel is. I was so impressed when I used it on my inner corner because it's amazing. Then I have the shade Gypsophilia. I don't know how you pronounce that. But this color is so smooth, but at the same time, it's so shiny and shifty. It goes from this beautiful green to blue, to a bluish purple, and then back again with this crazy looking green. It's stunning, let's be real. Then we have the shade Eustoma, I don't know. It's this beautiful pinkish pastel shade, and it's a nice color. And we have the shade Freesia, which is this beautiful multi-chrome pink that reflects blue, but in the same time you can still see the pink shift too. It's not like a pink that shifts blue, that you're only able to see the blue, but you're able to see the pink too. It's stunning. Then we have the shade Carnation, and the shade Carnation, it's my kind of dark movie beautiful shade. I love this kind of neutral because it's actually, this is the kind of neutral that works beautifully in every single skin undertone. So if you're yellow undertone, pink undertone, neutral undertone, peachy undertone, olive undertone, this kind of colors always look fantastic. I feel that it's one of my favorite neutral, not neutral shades. Then we have the shade Rose, and the shade Rose, it's I don't know how to explain. It's when you touch it, it's really flaky and nice, but when you actually come to swatch it, it goes from this green to gold to pink, and then it's back to this orangey red shade. It's a really multidimensional and multi-chromy shade that you can actually see the shift even with straight up light. And we have, which in my opinion could be my favorite color in the palette, which is the shade Jasmine. And I don't know, this color to me is so unique. It's like a
The workplaces change, going to therapy is often the bravest and most courageous thing
come back
a
to
man
this
can do.
minty, almost silvery green. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Then we have the shade Larkspur. Larkspur. And oh my gosh, look how pretty is this pastel baby blue shade. And it's pastel without looking white on me, which to me it's a win. A win, it's a win. I will take it. And I love this kind of color in the inner corner with a warm tone, neutral shade, neutral Eyelook with this one here as a pop of color. Oh boy, sign me up. I will love it. Then we have the color that it's in the outer part of my lids today, which is the shade Petunia. And this color is this one. Oh my god. It is a kind of it's kind of chunky, but it's really easy to smooth out. And I can see it goes from this indigo to this yellow gold and to this fuchsia pink shade. It shifts a lot. You don't need to change a lot of light. It's just do it by itself. And this is something from this palette that it really make me go like, oh, it's amazing. Then we have the shade Iris, and this is your beautiful. I don't know. I will say that it's the perfect iris kind of color. The cool tone, light purple shade, and this is not an actually pastel, but it is a medium toned, cool tone iris purple shade. Then we have the shade Datura, I think you say that, which is a really smooth shade with a lot of really micro mica shade, and it shifts from gold to pink, and I don't know, it's really similar to the other shade, which was the shade Petunia, and they are really similar, but this one here, it's a little bit more warm and green. No, they are not that similar. This one here go from green to, I will say, red than to pink. Then the last color of this palette is the color that I'm using with just a little bit in my outer V, which is the shade Dahlia. And oh boy, I was impressed with this color. This is an extremely deep, dark burgundy that you can see it's a brown, but it's a burgundy. I promise you, it's a burgundy. But it's so dark that it almost it's black. And honestly, so obsessed. So this is the whole color story. And what can I say? Oh boy, do I love this color story. I don't know. It is kind of fresh and in the same time unique. And I feel that this is one of the best color story I see out there. It goes from really light to really dark, both in the matte and in the shimmers, which is, let's be real, really unique nowadays. And this palette, it's really a pastel and of course a springy because it was a spring launch. But in the same time, it's really a palette that I will not scare away from using during the whole year because the color story, it's just stunning. But those were the swatches. Now I'm gonna let you with the past me, and I will regret with you this look. I think that to this point, I don't have to tell you that I'm gonna start by using a primer. Today, the primer is gonna be the About Face 1. This primer is pretty transparent and is this primer, it's a little bit on the drier side. I like to blend it on my skin with my fingers. I feel that in this way it just looks better. I like this primer, but it's another thing. It's not like the P. Louise base. It's less tackier and it's more what you will use if you have oily lid. This palette, it's stunning, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this palette today. I feel that I'm gonna wanna play with these two minty shades here. Maybe go a little bit on the purple side because this palette here has an amazing and, in my opinion, unique color story. But I pretty much want to play with all the colors, which is not a great idea. You know what? Since I don't really know what I want to do, I will start by using this beautiful deeper shade here, which is the shade Dahlia, this one here. And with my Jessup Smoky Liner 245, I will start by placing this color really close to my lower lash line, in the outer part of my lower lash line, really close to my waterline, not there yet. I will stop in the first third of the eye. Of course, let's do the same to the other eye. And I will start tracing an outer line here in the outer part of my eye with the same brush and the same color. Now I will combine this color into my crease in the outer V. I'm doing this line a little bit thicker. I love how pigmented this brand make their deeper shades. It's almost scary pigmented. Not scary yet, at least not on my skin tone, but it's almost on the scary side. Now I will keep this brush close to me because I may need this one sooner. Now I will grab this really thin blending brush. This one is the Sigma E36. Look how pretty this brush is. It's stunning how this one is stunning. And I will go for this purple. I will go for this purple shade here, which is the shade. I will go for the shade Iris here. And I will pick the color just on the tip of the brush. And then I will start by blending the outer edges of this deeper burgundy maroonish shade. And I will start blending the two colors together. The two colors are really far away when it comes to definition. So in this way we can see how easy it's to blend the shadows from this palette. You know what? Not that hard at all. Look how beautifully these two colors are blending together. Wow, just wow. Now I'm taking the same color and I'm putting underneath the lower lash line just where I placed that maroony shade. And again, this is the true test on the blending because those two colors are really far away when it comes to definition. So seeing them blending this easily together, it's To me, it's a proof of a great formula when it comes to the matte. Honestly, so impressed by this brand. Kryptein Cosmetics, it's a new brand to me and I wish I tried sooner because oh my gosh. Today I'm working with just extremely small brushes, so now I'm grabbing my Sigma E33 and I grab the shade, there's a really light pinky shade here. Try to blend the edges of that purple shade. Again, just keeping it in the outer edges of my, ooh, it is too much, too fast, too sooner. Oh my gosh. And again, around where I placed that purple shade. In this way, you can see that the blending is just in the outer part of the eye, which in my opinion make it really fascinating. And now I'm coming back with the second purple shade and remarketing it just to make everything look really blended. I love this eye look by itself. And then I'm coming, of course, with the deeper shade here. And I'm replacing it where I first placed the color. I'm trying to keep my eye relaxed to do this. In this way, I strange draws on my eye and just to follow the natural shape of my eye. Just these three colors created this beautiful smoky eye look. Now it's time to do something on the lid. So on my inner corner, I put in this beautiful, really light minty shade here. This is the shade Kalia, which is a beautiful flower, honestly. And I'm placing this color just into my, oh my god. Oh, this is a pastel shade in a tan skin tone. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god. I'm really placing this color into my inner corner and then I am just blending the excess through my brows like that. The excess of the brush. Look at this. And pigmented eye look you have ever seen. It's so fast that it's fascinating. Of course, I'm trying to use as much of the shadow as possible in this first impression, which is in one way you can see more eyeshadows, how they work, but they work in really small places and not a great idea when you wanted to see how the eyeshadows really work, but I can see that the shadows are really easy to blend together. They are easy to build up on each other and you can go from light to dark or from dark to light. At least this is my first impression. I will need to test more my theory, of course. And you know what? I want to use a tiny bit of this lighter blue here, really close to my lower lash line and to my inner corner lower lash line, because I want to see how it blends on the green. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I am so impressed with this brand. It's ridiculous. Honestly, those are pastel shades in a tan skin tone, which in the moment I am really tan. So I am really deeper than my usual skin tone. So it's harder for pastel shades to show up on me and oh boy, am I impressed. Oh boy, am I truly, really impressed. Wow. Now, I can do a cut crease inside my eye, but I will not do this because I am such a lazy bee. I will start with a synthetic brush that hopefully it's clean. Okay. I want to start with this tiny synthetic brush. This one is from Jessup. It's the Eye Shader Concealer. I can see you using this one here to correct some blemishes around your face. But today we're going to use it to do my inner corner. And I want to use this really minty shade, this really beautiful minty shade because This color, it's a standard in my opinion, of course. And look how pretty, how much the brush is able to pick up from the pan. So I am 𝓖𝓪, and I will spray my brush. I'm using non-glitter glue. I am just using a wet brush because the first time that I used this formula, I used glitter glue. So today we're gonna use at least once this shadow wet. Again, this shadow. Ooh, Kryptein, babes, you're killing. You are just killing. When you wet your shadows, they don't lose the sparkle, of course, but they tend to look less sparkle than when you use your classic glitter glue. And shadow formula is like, I don't care, I will sparkle the fluff out of your eyelid. And I love how the way the sparkles take off the attention from my small wrinkles in my eyelids. Honestly, I am kind of obsessed with this freaking formula. Oh my gosh. How didn't how now I wanna with the palettes from them. Oh my god, you cannot be this good and this unknown. It's not normal to be this good. You need to chill out. Just chill. You cannot be that good. Look at my inner corners. They are shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
You know what? I love this color here. It's so pretty, and I feel that it will work so beautifully in the outer V. I will try this one here. Yeah, but this time I will use again a synthetic brush, but I'm gonna use some glitter glue. I only own the one from NYX, so this is what I'm gonna use today. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh boy. Ooh. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I'm using the shade Petunia, this one here. Are you serious right now? No, you're just kidding me. You're just out there making great shadows, and don't tell it to anyone. This is ridiculous. See. Oof, okay, it was a long pause. I'm so sorry about it, but some family trouble to resolve. Mom's life. So now to finish this amazing, if I can say it to myself, look, I will use this pinkish shade here, which I don't know, it's just so unique because it's pink that shift. It doesn't shift your classic blue. It shifts this color. It's beautiful, and I'm gonna use this color with my finger in the middle of my lid, like that. Oh boy. I'm feeling like a little, tropical bird, and wow, I love to feel like a tropical bird. I am Brazilian and I live in Italy, so I always feel too much tropical. I always feel that I am a too much tropical person for this life. But honestly, I am loving this final look. And I can say that if you use your brush wet, if you use your finger, or if you use your glitter glue, these shadows work either way amazingly. And honestly, I am not seeing a lot of sparkle fallout, which is a plus. But you know what? Now let me put some lashes and come back to show you the final result. So this is the final look, and oh my god, I'm feeling like a tropical bird. And honestly, oh boy, do I love it. I feel that without noticing, I did a look pretty similar to the one that Heather the girl from my lashes from the ashes of the lashes. I don't know. I feel that I recreate a hair look without noticing it, but I feel that this is the best way to test as much eyeshadows as possible. And honestly, I do love this look. When I saw her look the first time, I fell in love with her look, but I promise you, while I was doing this look, I didn't notice that I was recreating her look. But maybe it was something not consciously, something subconsciously. I don't know why. Maybe because I fell in love with the way she blends her looks. I am loving this look here. I like the way the blue and the minty green play into the pastel pink and then into purple and then into black. I will say that today we used a lot of colors from this palette here. I used this two, then this one here, 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 and then this one here. The only two colors that I didn't use were these two here. I will do like a short for you using these two shades here, of course, and maybe I will add something different. But let's talk about my first impression. Just remember, these are my first impression, not my only impressions, you know. I needed to test the palette way much more than I did today, just because it's a new to me in the brand, so I needed to test it way much more before I had my full thoughts on the palette. But my first impressions is that I wish I tried this brand sooner because oh boy, this palette is amazing. The pastel shades really show on my skin tone, and let's be honest, the deeper you are, the harder are to those shadows to show up without being chalky, and those look really creamy and nicey without having ash finish. They are really beautiful even on my tan skin tone without any white base. I can only imagine how good those pastel will be over a white shade, a white base. I get the shimmers are stunning. This green multi-chrome shade here, it's gonna be my favorite inner corner for a long, long time. I love the way it catch the lights. It's beautiful, beautiful. This shimmer here, it's like, you know, it's something really unique and different, and a lot of those multi-chromes start to look all the same after a while, because let's be honest, you can mix and match so much colors, you know, and the color story it's unique. The colors inside this color story are unique too. This one here, I feel that I've never seen something like that. This one here, it's unique. This pink here, you could think, oh yeah, we already saw this, but the pink and the blue reflects are equally strong, while usually in this kind of pink to blue shades, the blue shift, it's really strong and you don't get to see the pink, but in this case you can really see the pink without doing too much. And this other which one? Oh, this shimmer here, it's a look. Oh yeah, it was this shimmer that I didn't use. I used this shimmer here. I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matte colors, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 shimmer shades. So I used a lot from the palette, but not enough to give you a full review. Even more because this is a new to me brand, so I cannot give you my final review in this video, but I can share with you my first impressions. And my first impression is that I am so impressed. I love the way the mattes show off on my skin tone, and pastel shades usually are hard to show off on my skin, and today I didn't use a lighter base for my eyeshadow. I use a transparent eyeshadow base just to see how those will perform, and they perform amazingly. You can see they show off on my skin without being ashy, without being nasty. They look amazing. Even on my tan skin tone, they don't look chucky. They don't look they look really good. And they don't only look really good, but they work really amazing. It was so easy to blend those 5 mattes all together. It was not a really hard task. And to create this beautiful degradant in the outer part of my eye, you saw it was just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then, baby, we're done. I love the quality of all the mattes. The pastel show really beautifully on my skin tone, and I already told you it's not that easy. The deeper matte isn't, patchy, and I can really draw it without it looking patchy or wrong. And it is still really easy to blend out, which is a plus, of course. And the shimmers, what can I say about those shimmers? Okay, I needed to use them the whole day, but I love the way they reflect the light. They're really sparkle, and still they look really smooth on the eyelid. They don't show a lot of those wrinkles on my lids, which is a plus, of course. And I am not 20, so I have some wrinkles here and there, maybe more than I wanted to admit, but that's an amazing look. Just for the first try, I will recommend this palette because the color story, it's kind of unique too, and the quality of the palette, it's beautiful. The shadow seems to be crazy good. So my first impressions is that I am really, really excited for this part here. So of course I want to try it more. This is the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it. I am so excited that I got to try this new brand, and I feel that that's all for today. So see you soon. Bye bye.